Quiet start out at the Canfield Fairgrounds. Welcome back this morning. It is 6:42. A lot of people in our viewing area have been getting those notices in the mail about being part of the class action settlement over the train derailment in East Palestine. That's also led to a lot of questions, from whether we should say yes to that, to opt in, to what happens if you get multiple notices in your household. Attorney David Betras is here to clear all of it up for us this morning for this week's edition of Legally Speaking. Good morning.
Good morning. So this is not a typical case. This is a complex case. And so class counsel, there's a claims administrator. They have an office set up in East Palestine. We have about 100 clients, our firm. We sent them out all the notices. People are getting multiple notices because the information from which they're getting it comes from census bureaus and other things. So even though you may have gotten a notice, you might not be in the class. Because it's not an exact science. We have to go from census data. We have to go from the way that it's potentially structured. So here's what I tell people. If you have a lawyer, please go to your lawyer and have him or her help you fill out those forms, all right? If you suffered personal injuries, please go to your lawyer and have your lawyer help you fill out those forms, okay? Or they have a claims administrator down there, if you don't have a lawyer, that will help you do it. However, there's advocacy within the advocacy. So there's a set of money, and if you could show damages different from everyone else, there's going to be a different formula applied to you. I really think the people that lived closest to the train derailment are going to receive probably a lion's share of the proceeds, but you're going to need someone to help you fill out those forms. And the reason why you're getting multiple ones is, first of all, people that have lawyers, I sent the forms out to every one of my clients. We have approximately 100 clients. Other lawyers have sent their forms out to their clients, and then the claims administrator has sent them out. So it's good that we're overshooting the target. That's not a bad thing. The fact that you're getting multiple claims means that everyone thinks you're in the class. You may or may not be, but that's a good thing, to overproduce notices to client rather than to underproduce them. Now, here's two dates I want the public down there in East Palestine to be aware of. June 25th, 9:30 a.m., East Palestine High School. There'll be a town hall regarding the settlement. I will be there. Many other lawyers will be there. Class counsel will be there to answer your question. And then on September 25th at 10 a.m. in Judge Benita Pearson's courtroom in Youngstown, there will be a hearing on the settlement. And so people are allowed to go to that hearing if they choose to go and they can hear it. Or you can see all the pleadings that were filed in it, and you could check and see what's been filed and what hasn't. Well, here's what people need to know. If you have questions, reach out to me, reach out to another lawyer, reach out to the claims administrator. They're down there presently. Go to the town hall. Do not ignore those forms. If you have questions on how you fill out those forms, they have a claims processor down there. If you have a lawyer, go to your lawyer that you may have hired to help you fill out those forms. It's so crucial that those forms be filled out and a decision made whether you're going to opt into the class or opt out of the class. For instance, we have one client, a business, who suffered probably the largest economic loss, and we're still teetering whether we opt out of that class for him or into the class for him. So it's not your normal class. But Steve, the fact that people are getting multiple notices, that's a good thing, not a bad thing. It's better to overshoot the target than to undershoot the target.
So is it just one per household? Like my wife and I both got one. So for example, are both people eligible then?
Potentially, depending on if you suffered personal injuries. Some people are only going to get hundreds of dollars. Those are the least affected. Some people are going to get thousands of dollars. Those are the ones that are most affected. If you lived close to it and you went to the doctor 4 or 5 times, that's compensable. That's a personal injury. If you had to move out of your house, devaluation of your property, all of those things are factored in to this settlement and to the compensation for it. I could tell you our firm alone had to front $50,000 just to help out with the expenses of the millions of dollars, literally millions of dollars was spent on expert testimony, doing all kind of modeling. It's so complex, and I don't want to over complexity. I'm trying to keep it where people can understand it.
But basically, I mean, that there is help available if anybody has questions.
There is help available. And I'm going to tell everyone I'm on Instagram, I'm on TikTok. I try, David Betras or D. Betras, I try diligently to answer everyone's DMs. And so if you have any questions, you can DM me directly, and I'll do my best to answer. The firm has a Facebook page. You can go there. But please, it's better to ask questions than to not ask questions.
Those answered. All right. Thank you much, Dave.
And of course, you know, today's National Donut Day. So